Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Zebyl Engagement Center and Messaging for Business video tutorial series. Imagine in seconds deploying a text messaging campaign for a new product or service to your full opt-in SMS list and getting 95% open rate. Within minutes, you receive inquiries from prospects. That's the power of mass texting, and in this episode, I'm excited to show you how to use the Zebyl text messaging campaign feature that enables you to send personalized text messages to a large number of recipients in real time. Let's get started. Before we start, let me emphasize the importance of an opt-in list. You cannot send unsolicited text messages to random cell phone numbers. Even if you intend to send messages to your existing customers, you must first gather their consent and add them to your opt-in list. Opt-in contact lists are a vital part of text messaging campaigns. If you're interested in learning how to grow an opt-in list, please watch the next video. So we established the fact that to send a text messaging campaign, you need a contact list. Wherever you keep this contact list, export a copy to Excel. Make sure contact names and cell phone numbers are included at minimum. The structure of the spreadsheet and field names are not important because the Zebyl import tool is smart enough to detect the structure of the source file and allows you to easily map the columns to the portal. To do so, head over to the Contacts menu item and click on Campaign Contacts. Here you can see a list of existing contact lists to view, edit, and delete them. To create a new one, click on the Add New Contact List at the bottom of the form. In the new window that pops up, enter a name for the list and click the Choose File button to locate your file. Upon submission, the Zebyl import tool reads your spreadsheet and prepares a process to map your source data. Notice that the column names are identified and displayed to be mapped. First, map the cell phone number in your source file in the phone number field dropdown. Next, map other fields. For example, mapping contact name from the source file to the destination column will create the same column in the Zebyl contact list. I recommend mapping fields with the same name over to Zebyl, like the following. Notice that invalid data will be listed here, so please be sure to pay attention to the messages on the page. Click Submit to create the contact list. A pop-up window will confirm the action. Upon clicking OK, the new contact list will be generated. You can tap the Created On header to sort the listing by date and easily find your newly added list. Use the action tools to view, edit, or delete the list you just created. Okay, now that the list is ready, it's time to create a new campaign. To do so, click the campaign link from the navigation menu. In the new page, you can see a list of existing campaigns and their status. Use the controls on this page to filter your view and to list desired campaigns. To create a new one, click on the Add New Campaign at the bottom of the page. In the new pop-up window, assign a name, pick the SMS number to send the texts from, and pick the type. You can choose between the one-time or recurring campaign. A one-time campaign only runs one time, whereas a recurring campaign runs repeatedly according to a frequency set in the schedule section. The scheduling options for the two types are different. We will create a recurring campaign in this lesson. In the schedule section, enter the start date, which is the first day the campaign runs. Also provide the end date, which marks the last day to run the campaign. Pick a frequency and the delivery time. In this example, we intend to create a campaign that runs every day at 5 p.m. Next, choose the contact list. Switch the radio button to choose from existing contact list and use the search input box to find the desired list. Notice that the number of contacts in this list is displayed here. If you want, you can click on the Show Contacts button to see the members. What if you want to deliver messages only to selected members in the contact list? Well, you can create conditions in the Apply Filter section for that purpose. Click Add Condition to create simple or complex conditions using and or operands. For instance, you can create a condition to deliver messages to cell phones in a certain area code, or contacts with appointments in 2 days, or contacts with follow-up appointments. You can also mix up these conditions to filter the list even further. Notice that the number of contacts to be reached is always listed here as per defined conditions. All right, the last step is to draft the message to be delivered. You can type your message here or use one of the predefined response messages. To personalize the message, use meta tags to insert data placeholders in the typed sentence. For example, to address each contact by name, include a contact name placeholder tag like so. When you do that, the Zebyl text messaging campaign will fetch the data from the contact list to create individual personalized messages. For example, you might personalize a text reminder message by including contact names, appointment dates, and reasons for the visit, like so. If everything looks good, click the Submit button to view the confirmation summary page. Please pay attention to the information listed here to ensure your expectations are met. View each personalized message prepared for each contact in the Preview section. Use the Go Back button to edit. Otherwise, if everything looks satisfactory, click Submit. Your new campaign is scheduled and listed in the campaign table. Use the action tools here to view contacts, edit, delete, or test the campaign. You can also run the campaign before the scheduled time. You can also use the clone action to create a similar campaign with the same message and conditions. That's a simple way of creating a new one. All you need to do here is to use a proper contact list for the cloned campaign. Shortly after launch, you can review reports to check the delivered messages, delivery status, etc. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude this episode of the Zebyl Engagement Center video tutorial series. I hope this video helps you create effective text messaging campaigns to convey important announcements to your audience effortlessly. See you in another episode.